Hello, everyone. This video is to show you the Odoo standard purchase to sales complete workflow and the accounting impact. A quick summary of this documentation video is to demonstrate that Odoo can automatically track the cost of goods sold or actually expense count in the income statements when you create an invoice to the client. These are the general configuration that we're using United States version 17.0 and Anglo-Saxon. If you are using different version, please just run more tests and report if there's any differences. This is an extra link for Anglo-Saxon accounting. Another setting, it's important for the product category. We choose first in, first out for the costing method and the automated valuation. For the automated valuation means that when you receive a product or deliver the product that is direct impact on inventory, Odoo will also create an account entry for you. However, when you're creating a vendor bill or customer invoice, those are already an accounting entry. So of course that would have impact on accounting. Later on, we create a product called product A, and we're setting these product in the product category of FIFO automated category that we just created to make sure that the product would have an accounting impact. Now, the journal workflow is that we're going to create and confirm a purchase order for the $800 of the product. We're going to receive the product into the inventory and create a vendor bills. And until now, the purchase process has complete. Now, for the sales process, we then create and confirm a sales order. Then we deliver the product. Then we invoice the client. Because normally you do not sell a product that you don't have already in your inventory. However, if you're gonna tell me that, hey, we're doing the go live, we already have a product that in the system that we do not need to go through a process of purchase, that is another story. Okay. Okay, so let's go with step by step. I'm going to go to a database here. I'm going to the inventory application, go to the products. I want to show you the product that I have been created. It's called product A. You can simply click on new and then set product name. And in the category here, I'm setting FIFO automated. If you click on this little arrow, you will see that I'm setting for first in, first out. And then the valuation, which is automated. And these are account that is default. A stock account, interim receive account, which is a different account than an interim deliver account. When we call interim, this is account supposed to balance. Receive account will balance between the purchase order, purchase process that is complete, and deliver, on the other hand, will be the sales, deliver, and invoice process that's complete. When the process is complete, suppose the account should be balanced. And please run more tests and make sure your system is confirmed, it's balanced when the process is complete. And we also have these income accounts as product sales, which is actually the income type of accounts. If you click on this link, it takes you to the specific PL accounts, and the type is income type. The income type would be part of the profit and loss statement. Same as an expense will be an expense type of account, which is belong to profit and loss report. Okay, coming back here, so we talk about product, we talk about product category. Even though the cost is not set up yet, it's okay because it's automated and it's FIFO. So when you start having the product on hand that you purchase or deliver the product, cost would change accordingly. Okay. So let's follow our steps. We create and confirm a purchase order for product A, price 800. So let's go to the purchase app. Purchase app. This is sales app. Purchase app. Okay, okay, here it is. Purchase app. I'm gonna click on new, and then I'm gonna just choose a vendor. If you don't already have one, you can create it. Okay. I'm going to use this vendor, and then I'm going to select the product A, quantity 1, price 800. I'm going to exclude the text just to make sure my entry is very standard. and straightforward. So I confirmed it. As I confirmed it, I finished my step 1, and then I received the product in the image. Again, when you confirm a purchase order, it does not create any accounting entry. Then you can receive the product. Either you click on this button or here. Then you can receive it into your inventory. In the receiving process, the value carry over from the purchase order, you don't have a value here again. You can just validate it. But when you validate it, your inventory is going to increase in $800. So when you click on validate, first of all, if you go to inventory, you will see that your product, let's say stock, your on-hand quantity of a product, in this case, product A, does increase your on-hand updated to 1. If you go to the product template, you will see that the on-hand quantity shows 1 based on your receiving location. And on top of that, sorry, let me go back one step. In your purchase order, you will have a receipt of a reference 00013. These would create a journal entry in accounting just because you set it up the product category as automated. So you will see that these entry has been created in these inventory valuation journals. Why? Because in the category, you have these inventory valuation journal. Of course, if you don't like it, you can change it. And because this journal has the short code as STJ, okay, of course you can change it. Then these two accounts are impacted. Odoo increase and debit the stock valuation account in the category set up here, and received account 110200. Okay, so credit. Again, because we have not completed the purchase process, so this account is currently in credit, it's not balanced. If you look at your balance sheet here, you will see that your current asset, you have a stock valuation 800 and interim receive negative 800, which is not balanced because we have not completed the process. Then the next step is you will create a vendor bill. So make sure you go back to the purchase order and create a vendor bill from there. So you create a bill. Instead of going to account and create a bill, because you want to make sure this bill is attached to this purchase order, so it will offset with the received journal entry that automatically created by Odoo. So let's click on create a bill. And you will have to set up the bill. Then make sure your vendor bill price is the same as purchase order price. There is a case where your purchase order price might be in a discount, which is cheaper or even more expensive compared to the purchase order. In this case, you will experience the imbalance on this account. But I don't want to add a complexity in this video, so I'm going to just confirm it. Once I confirmed it, you will see my entry, which is debit now. So my account has already been balanced to 0 in this interim account because I complete a process, which is receiving and creating the bills. Then it's going to credit the account payable. As I mentioned here, when you receive a product, you would debit the accounts 800 and credit the interim receipt for 800. When you create a bill, you're going to debit the accounts, which is offset, and credit the account payable. Now, if you go back to accounting entry and reporting balance sheets, you will see that my received account has balance to 0. Okay, next steps. So now we have complete purchase process. Step number 4, we're going to create a sales order. Let's go to the sales and then create a sales order selling to a certain customer. And then my product will be product A. In this case, I'm going to sell quantity 1. But of course, I know my cost is 800. I'm going to charge more to have the profit. So I'm going to click on save and confirm. Again, this step has no journal entry impact until you actually deliver the product. But delivering the product and creating an invoice might have this different date, which that's when your balance sheet shows a bit different on your account. But today I'm going to just do it in the same time. I'm going to deliver the product. Again, when I deliver the product, I would have these reference, and I'm only delivering the quantity, not the value. And the value will be pulled from your purchase order earlier, which is $800. Now, validate it. Remember these out 36, because our product category is set as automated valuation, you will have an accounting journal entry here. So you will see this out 36. Again, in the journals, delivery means product leave your warehouse, so the valuation being credit and deliver being debit. Same as here, credit on the stock account, debit on the stock interim delivery account. Okay, if you want to change it, you can change in step 2 configuration on the product categories. Again, this is not a complete invoice process. You have to create an invoice to complete the process to make sure these interim account. Okay, coming back to the sales order to create an invoice from there. Sorry, not this one. Should have been this one. Then I create an invoice from there. Just a regular invoice. At this time, your journal item only shows the account receivable and product sales, which is your income account. Again, your product sales account is set up in the product category here on the income accounts. And again, this expense account does not impact until your invoice, not on the vendor bill level, just because we're setting as Anglo-Saxon account. Okay. So only when I confirm this invoice, you will see that my journal item is expanded with 2 extra line, which is offsetting the stock interim delivery account for 800 and then debit the expense account. So Odoo automatically bill or reflect the cost of goods sold or expense account into on your income statement. Now, because your actual sales amount is 1,200, that's why your account receivable is 1,200. So income account and account receivable for 1,200, which you can see it in here. Debit account receivable, credit product sales, and then credit the stock interim receive account, which is interim deliver accounts, 800, and expense $800. Okay, thank you so much.